All right, so today we are here at the Farmington Museum in, of course, Farmington, New Mexico. We're here to check out the Oil and Gas Expo. They got a little bit of history about the history of the oil and gas here in the city. And as you can look around behind me, you'll see that they also have, these are always been there, but they're vehicles that are kind of old and vintage. Let's go see what they have in store. So in the 1920s, S.C. Munoz, the first New Mexican millionaire off of gas and oil. So let's say 1921 to 1929, the first boom. You can see there's Shiprock, Aztec, and Bloomfield. You can see why that would be 4 cents a gallon. You don't see that anymore. So 100 years of oil and natural gas in the San Juan Basin right here. Crazy, crazy stuff. This breaks it down. I mean, this is the lifeline of this area. The Rattlesnake Dome, Table Mesa Dome, completely different areas where you can get gas. Bisty Badlands, Bisty Oil Field, Fruitland Coal and Gas Field, Cedar Hill Field. So Aztec, what is this? Aztec, Farmington, Bloomfield looks like it has some. Table Mesa Dome out towards Shiprock, water flow area. We know that the Hogback, that's a hog. There's actually a marker out there we're gonna probably try and check out, but that's out by a lake that's connected to an actual power plant. It's crazy amazing. So now we can see this guy ready for his job on in the fields. Of course, it wasn't as luxurious as it is today. You see these giant, heavy pieces of metal that they would use. People today still get severely injured. Oh man, looks like they have an actual elevator that takes you down, but it's down for repairs. That's kind of a bummer. Then you had the second boom. So you had the early boom, early 1900s, then second boom, mid 1900s, 1949, 1958. And that's the Baker Dome right north of Farmington. El Paso Natural Gas Company applied for permission to build a pipeline in California in 1949 with the Federal Power Commission. El Paso, let's see. So you can see how the pipeline to California really set up this area. And without the oil and gas in this area, this town may or may not exist. There's a city back in 1950. Doesn't look too different, honestly. So truly, the area has everything to thank for oil and gas. It's the foundation in which the city was built on, the county was built on, and not only that, but the backbone of America. Thank you for watching, and get out there and revisit some history. All right, so I think I know a little bit about this, but the first thing that they do is they start to, it says route the selection through the survey and engineering. So you got to measure out the land, then you have to start flattening it, of course. Mitigation of newly discovered cultural sites. So say that there is a discovery of actual historical record or documents, or not documents, but artifacts here, you have to call in the archaeologists. Clearing of trees, of course, you can't really drill with lots of trees in the way. And restaking the center line of the pipeline. So there you can see that. As a typical oil and gas line construction continued, excavating the trench line. So you dig in the big hole, ensuring the trench's depth and width, and then you put the actual pipes, the tubes that are going to carry that natural gas and oil through that. Big process. I've seen a guy lift like 5 of those on one vehicle at once, so it's pretty labor intensive. These big machines make it a lot easier. Here we see the bending of the pipe to fit the trench. Of course, the trench isn't going to be completely straight, as you can see here, it bends. You're going to weld the pipe together with stringer bead welding. I think it's one of the more typical ones, and then hot pass welding, and then cap welding. I don't do too much about the last two. You can see here. And then over here, hand tape, coating blemishes, any problems in there, get the black strips, tape over them, lowering the pipe into the trench, retrieving the skids back and filling a trench and workspace, cleanup, reseating distributed work area. So you can see how I've seen guys like push it in and the whole thing just rolls back into the hole. It's a pretty amazing process of mankind. Here's some of the things you can see. This is going to be one of the pumps. Apparently, when I was growing up, big danger. You get caught in one of those, you get chopped into bits. Big old process, very, very dangerous back here. Somebody a long time ago had actually peeked inside one with a lighter, and as you can imagine, they had a bad day, got exploded, I think 100 feet backwards, 100 yards, something like that, but very, very dangerous situation. That's why it has to be taken very carefully and done with precision. I thought this was interesting. Over 10,000 miles of pipeline in the San Juan Basin. That's crazy. That's 1.25 times the diameter of the Earth. That's all the way around the Earth, plus another quarter. That's insane. Some interesting artifacts up here. Standard Y service. Got a chevron patch. There's some people standing outside of Standard Chevron. Out in Standard Oil, I guess, probably. Owners making, oh, this is, this was here. It's in this town. It's insane. We have Moore's Texaco service. Of course, you got all kinds of, oh, there we go, another one. Broadway in New Mexico, Texaco. Western Service Station, this one's gonna be Locke Avenue at Main Street in Farmington. Been in business from 51 to 63. Some of the workers that work there. Here you got Van Super Service, the best friend your car wagon ever had. Advertisements, 1952, 1955, corner Broadway and Allen. And then 1944 to 1974, you can see the service, then you can see the court service station. Trail, New Mexico with Conoco, that's great. And then last but not least, 1937, 1984. Off of Chaco and Aztec. I think I've seen this one actually. Let's get the address real close so we can check that out later. Wow, just wow. Here's a lot of the oil products that you would have had back in the day. Like, I believe you pour oil through those. You can see, I mean, this goes back all the way to like Tin Man and the Wizard of Oz. I mean, some of them are so weird. Like when we were out in Arizona, at one of the locations, it was supposedly haunted. It's Vulture City, I believe. They had these cans everywhere, and of course that's cans of oil. You got Select Motor. Here's a big old tub of it. Some other ones. It's amazing stuff, man. I mean, truly a time capsule. And then back here we actually have some of the pumps, which are, again, pretty amazing. It's funny, it says contains lead. Now it's all unleaded. Let's see if we can see the details on this thing. It says tax included. Okay, so they used to sell tax included. Let's say cents per gallon. At 112. I don't know if that's accurate or not. Maybe the numbers have been changed. Oh, this is 112 too. Again, it says contains lead though. Oh, it says 360 a gallon. That's closer today. Let's see. Oh, this one's been damaged, unfortunately. Such beautiful, beautiful machines. I mean, like, to think that they've been in this good quality for this many years. 50, 60, 70, 80 years. Here's an old machine for checkouts, cash register. Oh, look at that news article. This is Bureau head asserts fund cuts mean end of reclamation in U.S. Land reclamation, I'm assuming. What date is that? It says Wednesday, February 27th, 1952 we're talking about. So quite some time. Got a hand dial phone. You stick your finger in, turn it, take it out, stick it in, turn it, pull it out, and eventually you have the right number. Hopefully. If not, you gotta do it again. Look at all this stuff. This is amazing. Now this one's really interesting. It differentiates the natural gas from the oil. Natural gas is mainly methane, a colorless, odorless hydrocarbon. However, it contains other natural gas liquids. Treatments occur at the natural gas processing plant where methane is separated from ethane, propane, butane, and pentanes. And then oil, the main product of the modern oil refineries, to produce large quantities of gasoline, fuels, oils, lube oils, waxes, and asphalt. Here it shows the different chemical breakdowns of pentane, butane, propane, ethane, and methane. So pretty scientific stuff there. This is a neat artifact right here. It's a ticket for a free car lubrication from 11/13/51 at 324 West Main. We're gonna have to get these addresses and go check them out. Here's another one, Farmington Drug Store, 101 East Main. I think this is on my list of places to check out, actually. 101 East Main. I think it might be reappropriated by now, though. Welcome wagon friends. What is this? In the tradition established by pioneer women who drove covered wagons out to new settlers with fresh water. I guess it's just like a welcome packet. This is interesting. Town of Farmington. Greetings, Farmington's a friendly town. However, no matter how much people desire to be helpful and friendly in busy days like ours, it's often impossible to take the time to let others know what we are desirous to their happiness and well-being. Therefore, it is a great privilege I feel this community is fortunate enough to have a welcome wagon representative. Whether the occasion to be a new baby, 16th birthday, engagement, announcement, local move, or recent arrival in town, we greet you personally on this special occasion, but this cannot be So we are glad to extend the best regards through the kind operation of the Welcome Wagon Hostess. Yours truly, Mayor of Farmington. Nice. Nice. I don't see a year on this one, though. And then we have some more of these. This one says that they're Farmington, New Mexico. This is a Valley Motor Company. I think this might also be on my list. And I don't quite see a year. Oh, there it is. 1943. We're talking middle of the World War. The Big Joe Lumber 1949 City Directory Business and Professional Guide. And it's pretty thin. Pretty thin. 114 North Allen Avenue. Then we have Tom Crawford Electrical. This is an electrical contracting and appliance repairing. What does it say? I'm trying to figure out what it is, though. Philip Server Station. I feel like these are mostly just like gas adverts or something. Very impressive, though. Down here we got some more photos from that era. Absolutely great, though. Very impressive. Very good quality exhibit. So truly, Bay Area has everything to thank for oil and gas. It's the foundation in which the city was built on, the county was built on, and not only that, but the backbone of America. Thank you for watching, and get out there and revisit some history.